The shouting echoes through the marble floor hall way of your house. I won't marry him. Your sister screamed, her eyes filled with tears and rage. He's insane. Everyone in Seoul knows him is dangerous. Your parents stood froze, their pride crumbled under the weight of your sister's word. The man in question was more than just a CEO. He was a storm in travel suit, rich, powerful, mysterious, and whispered to a unstable, unhinged, maybe even cruel. But he had offered a murder, a deal sealed with marriage, and now your sister has refused him. Everyone turned to you when the front gate rattled with the sound of black suit pulling in. Your mother looked desperate. If we don't send a bride, then we'll destroy our name, our business. Your father didn't look at you. He didn't have to. You felt your soul slipped in too as your mother hand grabbed your wrist. Just wear the dress, Twine, please. It's just a ceremony. You will be taken care of. He only wanted someone from our family. He didn't want you. You wasn't the first choice. You were the backup, the sacrifice. The wedding was cold, silent. You wore a white silk dress that didn't belong to you. There were no guests, no music, just you and the man in black standing before a British and the scent of security guard, watching everything too closely. Tim didn't smile, he didn't blink. He just watches you like you were an object delivered to his doorstep, like he was deciding where to keep you on self or engage. Do you, Kim Tae-young, take wine? As your lawful wedded wife, he finally spoke, voice low, dangerous. She's mine now. That's enough. You couldn't breathe, and when he leaned to kiss your cheek, it wasn't romantic, it wasn't sweet. It was a warning. You wasn't supposed to be the bride, he whispered into your ear, finger digging into your waist. But now that you are, you will never leave me. By nightfall, you were in his mansion, the grand door shut behind you like a coffin singing close. You looked around, empty hall, no stuff, no warmth, only thing was emotion from the shadow. Don't try to run, don't try to fight, because the moment your sister said no, you become mine, and I protect what's mine, even from itself. You clutched the fold of your dress, heart hammering against your rib. And somehow deep in your chest, you knew your life as you knew it had just ended, but something darker, more twist, had just begun. The door clanks shut behind you, and that sound so soft, yet final made your skin crawl. It was as if the air inside the mansion shifted the moment you step in, like the walls themselves were holding their breath, watching. You stood in the grand marble footstep emerging across polished stone, the candle above freaking dimly casting shadow across the cold wall. No servant, no welcoming face, just silence. It felt like a home and more like a cage.